Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're looking at a plant most people really only know for, well, its amazing smell. Jasmine.
Right. That incredible fragrance. For ages, certainly in the West, it's been mostly about perfume, maybe candles.
Exactly. Or perhaps a fancy tea blend.
Mm.
But the sources we looked at show something quite different, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. Across Asia and the Middle East, in traditional practices, jasmine is way more than just a nice scent.
It's treated like a functional medicine, used for everything from nerves to, well, deeper cellular stuff.
Precisely. It's an ancient tool.
So our mission today is to get past the perfume counter, beyond the garden scent.
Mm-hmm.
We want to pull out the tangible, practical benefits from these traditional uses and modern wellness insights so you really understand its power.
Yeah, and when you trace that history, you see jasmine treated as this holistic powerhouse. It's not just the aroma soothing you.
There's more going on internally.
Definitely. There are nutritional aspects, measurable mood benefits, and real applications working right down at the cellular level. So we've kind of grouped the findings into three main areas for you. First, the surprising chemistry behind its calming effects.
Right.
Then the internal systemic benefits for the body. And maybe most importantly, the simple ways you could actually use it. The next steps.
Practical applications. Love it. Let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
Okay, starting with the unseen part, the chemistry doing the work. Since we're usually infusing it, not eating loads of flowers.
Right. Mostly teas and oils.
The benefits really hinge on getting those key compounds out. So what are we talking about chemically?
Well, what's really fascinating is the concentration of specific antioxidants. We're talking polyphenols and catechins mainly.
Okay.
Now, lots of plants have these, but the sources really highlight something interesting when jasmine is used with green tea.
Ah, the synergy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That combination seems to dramatically boost the availability and the concentration of these compounds.
So highly bioavailable antioxidants. Got it. Most people listening probably know antioxidants equals good. But how concentrated are we talking, and what are they actually doing once they're in the body?
Think of them like a defense shield, basically. Their main job is helping your body neutralize free radicals.
Which are the unstable molecules causing damage, right?
Precisely. And that process is crucial because if free radicals run wild, you get oxidative stress.
Okay.
And the implication for you, well, reducing that oxidative stress helps slow down damage right at the cellular level.
Oh, okay.
So regularly getting these jasmine compounds, maybe through tea, is essentially a way to support cellular longevity, keeping those basic building blocks healthier for longer.
That really shifts jasmine from just a pretty flower into a fundamental health tool, doesn't it?
It really does.
So if these compounds protect cell walls so effectively, what about the body's bigger internal walls? Like our digestive system. Does consuming it help there too?
That's a really good connection. Yes, consumption, mostly via tea, does seem to offer measurable digestive benefits.
How so?
Traditionally, it's often served after heavy meals. It's known to aid digestion, help reduce that feeling of bloating, and it can even soothe mild stomach cramps or discomfort.
Is that just a temporary thing, like settling the stomach after one meal? Or is there a deeper benefit with regular use?
Looking bigger picture, it seems consistency is key. The thinking is that the gentle compounds in jasmine tea can help sort of balance the gut flora.
Yep.
It's not like a huge overnight change, but regular sipping seems to support the overall health and stability of your gut's microbial environment over time.
Interesting. And connecting those antioxidants, the cell protectors, back to heart health.
Yeah.
That feels like a really significant link. How does this flower potentially help our cardiovascular system?
It links directly back to those same free radical fighters we were talking about.
Okay.
The sources suggest that the antioxidants, especially in the tea, might actively help lower LDL cholesterol levels.
The bag.
The bad kind, exactly. And beyond that, they're also credited with helping improve circulation. Put those together, and it suggests a protective effect for heart health.
So we've covered cells, digestion, heart, serious internal work.
Yeah.
But we can't ignore the most famous part, that scent.
Definitely not.
Let's shift to the more holistic and external side,
Yeah.
starting with how that aroma affects the nervous system.
Yeah, this is probably the most well-known aspect, and it's deeply rooted in traditional medicine. Inhaling jasmine essential oil, or even just breathing in the steam from hot tea, it has a noticeable calming effect. And it's not just subjective feeling.
There's science behind it.
Yes, studies have actually shown it can lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol. It demonstrably eases anxiety and can lead to a measurable lift in overall mood.
If it's really triggering a physiological response, lowering stress hormones, are there any warnings in the sources? Like, can you overdo it? Risk of being too calm or using too much oil?
That's a really important point. The sources are clear on moderation, especially with essential oils.
Right.
They point out that while the scent is generally calming, very high concentrations can actually be stimulating.
Oh, interesting. The opposite effect.
Kind of, yeah. So traditional use always emphasizes gentle infusion or dilution, whether it's in tea or diluted in a carrier oil. That way you get the calming, sedative effects without accidentally triggering that stimulating response.
That nuance is crucial.
Mhm.
Okay, so moving to putting it on the body topical uses, is jasmine oil mostly just for fragrance, or are there actual skin and hair benefits?
Oh, significant functional benefits. Jasmine-infused oils are really valued because they're naturally very moisturizing. Great for dryness.
Okay.
And importantly, they also have some pretty potent antibacterial and antiseptic qualities.
For skin.
For skin, that means the oils can be great for calming irritation, maybe redness, and supporting the skin's natural barrier.
And for hair.
Those same moisturizing and antibacterial aspects work right on the scalp. They can help combat dryness, flakiness, and generally support a healthy environment for hair growth.
Right, okay. So we've covered the chemistry, the internal benefits, the mood, the skin. Now let's get practical. The how.
Yes.
Since you, listening, want thorough knowledge you can use, let's detail those implementation principles. Simple steps to actually bring these benefits into your life. Culinary uses first.
Sounds good. Let's start with jasmine green tea. The key principle here is really delicacy.
Meaning?
You need hot water, definitely, but not boiling. Boiling water is too harsh. It can destroy some of the finer compounds and actually make the green tea taste bitter.
Okay. And how long do you steep it?
Keep it precise, about 3 to 4 minutes. That seems to be the sweet spot for getting the full flavor and the medicinal properties without, overdoing it.
Got it. Hot, not boiling, 3 to 4 minutes. What about jasmine rice? That fragrant staple.
Right. For jasmine rice, the principle is all about precision moisture control.
Okay.
The sources really emphasize a specific ratio. For every 1 cup of rice, use exactly 1.5 cups of water.
1 to 1.5.
Yep. Bring that to a boil, then immediately turn the heat way down, cover it tightly, and just let it simmer for 15 minutes. Don't peek. That consistent ratio and steaming process gives you that perfect fluffy texture and releases the aroma.
Perfect. And for something richer, sweeter? Jasmine-infused honey. How do we do that without cooking the raw honey or damaging the flowers?
Good question. The principle here is gentle, slow infusion. Cold infusion, really.
So no heat.
Well, you want to gently warm the raw honey, just enough to make it more liquid and easier to stir. The sources stress, do not boil it.
Right, preserve the enzymes.
Exactly. Then you stir in your dried jasmine flowers. About 2 tablespoons for every cup of honey is a good guideline.
Okay.
And then the key is patience. Seal the jar, put it somewhere cool and dark, and just let it infuse for 1 to 2 weeks. Then you strain out the flowers. That slow steep maintains the honey's goodness while fully extracting the jasmine essence.
Wonderful. Okay, that covers eating and drinking it. Now, those DIY self-care rituals using the essential oil, what are the key principles for making safe, effective blends for, say, aromatherapy or topicals?
Right. For an aromatherapy spray, the principle is dispersion and preservation.
Because oil and water don't mix.
Exactly. You start with distilled water and your jasmine essential oil. But to keep them mixed and stop it going funky, you need to add about a teaspoon of something like witch hazel or even a little vodka.
The emulsifier preservative.
Precisely. About 10 to 15 drops of essential oil in a small spray bottle is plenty. Mist it around your bedroom, on your pillows. Great for relaxation and promoting sleep.
Nice. What about the jasmine hair oil?
For hair oil, the principle is the carrier oil. You must dilute potent essential oils before putting them on your skin or scalp.
Coconut oil is traditional.
Coconut oil is a great traditional choice. Use about half a cup and mix in just 5 or 6 drops of the jasmine essential oil. That's it.
And how do you use it?
The ritual matters here. You want to really massage it into your scalp and work it through your hair, then leave it on for at least 30 minutes before you wash it out. That allows time for those moisturizing compounds to really penetrate.
Okay, 30 minutes minimum.
Yep.
Got it. And finally, that lovely idea of a bath soak.
Ah, yes, the bath soak. It's a beautiful combination. The principle here is absorption plus aromatherapy.
So what goes in?
It's simple but effective. Combine 1 cup of Epsom salt, that's for the magnesium, absorbed through the skin, with about a quarter cup of dried jasmine flowers, just for beauty and scent,
Mhm.
and add about 10 drops of the jasmine essential oil for that potent aromatherapy boost. Mix it all up.
And how much do you use per bath?
You only need about half a cup of that mixture per bath. It creates this wonderful immersive experience for full body relaxation and skin soothing.
Fantastic. So let's wrap this up. What does this all really mean? We started with a flower known mostly for perfume,
Yeah.
and we've ended up with a plant that seems to offer genuine systemic support for the body.
Absolutely.
The knowledge we've extracted today really shows jasmine as this versatile therapeutic ingredient. It seems it can actively soothe, nourish, and uplift.
That's a great way to put it.
It goes from just a pretty scent to a powerful tool you can actually use.
Mm.
Protect cellular health, aid digestion, manage stress,
Mm.
all from one plant.
Exactly. When you look at jasmine holistically, you see that seamless connection between the emotional feeling of peace and tangible physical wellness.
Right.
It's a good reminder, isn't it, that often the most sophisticated support system for our body might just be waiting in the simplest, most fragrant gifts from nature.
Like a cup of tea?
Like a simple cup of tea. Jasmine shows us how powerful that can be. And, this brings up a final thought for you listening.
Yeah.
How much of what we already experience is comfort, maybe that warm cup of tea you have, or a familiar scent that relaxes you before bed? How much of that might actually be a subtle yet powerful form of traditional medicine working quietly in the background? Designed, perhaps, to gently strengthen your body against the constant stresses of modern life. How many other plants in your kitchen or garden might have hidden benefits we just haven't looked into deeply enough yet?